So the story of Sleeping Dogs is about Wei, who is a cop, and he decides to come to China, Hong Kong, and Wei is trying to take down the not underdogs, what do you call it, the lords, or whatever, the red pole, the triads, the bad dudes, and he's going undercover, which was actually a new idea, I believe, from Square Enix's side. Activision was just going to make it a true crime where you're just a cop. But your undercover kind of reminds me of Internal Affairs or Departed.
Do whatever it takes. Raymond here will be your handler. You'll report everything through him.
Our intel suggests that Winston is looking for muscle. You need to find a way to make him trust you.
And that's a good thing. There's good voice acting for most of the characters, so definitely positive. And Wei is actually an interesting main character, which is a surprise in the sandbox game. There's really good pacing for the most part. A lot of the missions actually lead you somewhere, and you slowly grow in rank in the underground world, and you get closer to, solving the case. And there's some actually interesting drama going on with the story. You actually care for some of the characters, which is nice to see. The bad or the negative is some of the characters just come into the story and really do nothing, or just disappear all in general, and you're just like, okay, thanks for stopping by. Like, hello, where are you? I don't know. So
Hong Kong and everybody's disappearing.
It's like Hostel in Hong Kong, but yeah. So overall, enjoyable story. Nice to see it in the sandbox game and not the same old shit that you see in Grand Theft Auto.
Ah, Winston, come in. Sit down. Have some tea. And you, young man, must be Wei. Winston speaks very highly.
Yeah, the undercover stuff is just, it's a really cool idea. And especially that, when they first teach you how to use guns, I thought it was a really neat idea and perspective to kind of show, let's reenact what we think happened here during the shootout. And that's when they taught him in the game, how to shoot. But I just think the way they presented the story was really cool. I do agree with the whole, people just disappearing or characters coming and going. Although I think that's kind of a flaw in a lot of open world games, just seems like they try to sometimes put too many characters in and they don't focus as much. But other than that, the story just seems really well paced, and I'm really enjoying it. So.
This guy told you.
Winston 死個人，你就喺嗰度。
Fuck!
而家你話俾我聽，邊個叫你做啊？
I don't know what you're talking about, you crazy old bitch. Please.
喂，你而家應該。
Graphics of Sleeping Dogs is anything but sleeping. It's a vibrant world. It looks like it's Hong Kong. There's people running around. You can go to vendors and stuff. I mean, it looks like Hong Kong. I've actually been to Thailand, and it's very similar in style. It's crowded. The buildings go really high up. Everything's kind of crammed together. Graphically, I thought it was pretty good. Some of the characters, in my opinion, look a little plasticky at times.
Definitely.
But overall, I mean, I thought the character models look good. The cars look fine. I love, explosions and stuff look cool. I mean, everything just looks pretty solid. I didn't really have too many issues with the graphics other than some drawing issues. And I think even saw some pop-in occasionally. But, I mean, it is an open-world game, so I can give some leeway on that. But overall, I thought the overall graphical vibe, they really pulled off Hong Kong, and Sleeping Dogs, it's not sleeping. It did a good job.
I totally agree. Cool-looking city. Good explosions, especially in the car chase scenes. And like you said, the only negatives I really have is some glassy-looking models. They kind of look like clay at times. And some bad draw distance at times, especially when you're on the highway and cars just pop up in your face. But besides that, it's a cool-looking city and definitely different than what you see in the average sandbox titles.
Are they like Gumby? Are they made of clay?
Yes. It's actually going to be True Crimes Gumby Sleeping.
Gumby edition. Oh, and one other thing I like to note about graphics. I do think it's really great when you get in a big fight and it looks like you just got shit all over your face.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Yeah,
I don't know. It doesn't look like blood at all. No, it looks like shit.
Looks like one of the bad guys went and just dumped on your face. Yeah.
Okay. This game definitely tries to go for a more of a hands-on approach. You get it? Pun intended. Oh, yeah. It definitely has some really brutal combat, which is really awesome. I mean, you're just beating the shit out of them. You can also throw them on, fish hooks, throw them into aquariums, and just
fans.
fans. I mean, electrocute them. I mean, you just fuck them up. It's like Batman, but you kill them. So that's really awesome. Even the driving in this game is good, and everybody knows from my Mafia 2 review how much I fucking hate driving in sandbox games. And even the shooting is okay. I mean, it's not great or anything, but you actually can shoot people in the face. Serviceable, you know? It's not bad. Grand Theft Auto 4. There's definitely also some really fun as fuck chase missions on foot and in car, and just good missions in general, especially some highlights later on in the game, so it's nice to see missions actually being awesome and not just standard go and kill that guy.
Definitely.
I would say my negatives, LB for cover. Stupid fucking idea. Who thought of that? Really? And there's just some really iffy shooting at parts, but that's mostly because of the cover system. There's some really slow responses for combat. I'm sure Justin agrees here.
Yes, definitely.
It's, you know, after playing Assassin's Creed and Batman, you can't help but feel like, come on. You know, it's like, come on. It's like Spider-Man. Like, you're like, come on. I guess I'll say that like that. But, and there's just some really, the side missions are just, in general, mostly boring as fuck, except for a few.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much have the same thing for everything you comment on, but yeah, the melee is just, oh shit. Anyway, the melee is fun. You know, it is very Batman-like, which is cool. I mean, you're countering, you're dodging, you're rolling over people's backs, and you get this upgrade system that lets you, you know, get different abilities, which is really cool. And you go to your sensei, beat the shit out of his students, and you learn new moves, but overall, when you know, this combat is so much fun, it just puts more of a punch in your face when you go to hit somebody with the button, and literally your guy just stands there, and you're like, dude, you're hitting the button, you're like, dude, hit him, and then, you know, it reacts. And it's like, why is there such a delay sometimes when at other times the combat is smooth as butter? Doesn't make any sense.
I think I know why.
Why?
It stands there and waits for you because you're trying to talk to the Kinect, and the Kinect doesn't know what you're saying. So you have to speak Chinese.
Gotcha. but I mean, gunplay is fun, like you said. It's serviceable, it's simple, it's nothing advanced. The cover, hitting LB is weird. I think that's because maybe the A button is used as kind of an auto context button. Which I do like when you're running. You can hop over stuff. You can dodge over things. They use A for a lot of stuff. So, but overall gameplay is a lot of fun. Just it has some flaws for sure.
Totally.
Okay, so the enjoyment of sleeping dogs is, should you take your sleeping dog out for a walk, or should you let him continue sleeping? That's the bottom line here. Overall, sleeping dogs is a lot of fun. If you like open world games and you know, crime sagas, this game really wraps it up in a good overall package. The melee's fun but flawed. The shooting is serviceable, as we keep saying, and the driving is fun. I mean, the game it's just a fun game, and it's sad that Activision wanted to cancel this. It has a decent length, although it's not as long as some other open world games, but it doesn't have to be. I don't need to play a game like Grand Theft Auto that lasts forever, and I mean,
you never finish it.
Yeah, and you never finish it, by the way. And I mean, it's just what I like to take away from this game is I was just having a lot of fun with it, even with its flaws. It just felt like a much funner open world game that still took itself seriously. I mean, you've got Saints Row, but that's way over the top.
Yes.
This felt like an action Hong Kong drama with really over the top stuff like you see in Hong Kong action movies, but still a sophisticated story like, you know, something from more recent movies like The Departed and other things like that. So overall, I thought just really good time, guys. Really good time.
I definitely agree. You got pretty good amount of content in here, plenty of missions and side missions, a solid storyline and a decent length. And also, I just really enjoy the fact that you actually get a story that you can get invested in and not feel like, oh, this is just a generic fucking Grand Theft Auto thug type shit. And we keep mentioning Grand Theft Auto because it's kind of like the pedestal of freaking sandbox games. Not that I don't dislike Grand Theft Auto. I love San Andreas. But it's just that it's nice to see a game that doesn't take itself too serious, kind of a mix between Just Cause 2 and a Grand Theft Auto title. Like, it has the funness of Just Cause and the seriousness sometimes in the story-wise of Grand Theft Auto, mixes it together, and sure, it's some flaws. Sure, if another year of development would have made this game 10 times better, but as it is, it's a good, solid, fun adventure that I hope to see more of, and a sequel to just improve and make it even better.
Yeah, and Emma Stone's in it. Oh, yeah.
Yes, and she's actually fucking hot in this, too. It's like nothing can make this girl ugly. Video game character model, fucking Spider-Man, everything. This girl is just, oh my god.
There you go, and there you go.
Yes, let's make sure our girlfriends don't watch this.
Oh, they can.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll agree with us.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and Justin doesn't give a review, the score, but I give it 7.5. I think it's a good title. Definitely worth your time renting, or when it's a little cheaper, maybe $30, has plenty of content, and go pick it up for around that price.
And I'll just say it gets my stamp of approval for fun. Yeah!
Boom, if I had an animation, it would shoot right on the screen right now. But I don't. Now just remember to take a moment to like, subscribe, and comment.
Thank you, guys.